Welcome to game number 1 between BeastyQT and Kasva. This is part of Aussie Drongo's $1,000 caster mode clash tournament. We're in the round robin stages at the moment. So spawning in on the left hand side of the map, in the color pink, we've got BeastyQT playing as the deli for us today. He's already going to be moving out with a villager. We're on the map Cauldron here. As we can see, lots of water, lots of fish in the middle here. So Beasty is going to be going for that dock. On the other side of the map, we have Kasva in the color red. And he's going to be playing the Mongols for us today, not deciding to send out a villager like Beasty. And I mean, it's definitely a worthy decision in here because BeastyQT is playing as the deli. The deli do have their fishing ships that can fire those arrows in the early stages, well, at all points in the game. So we're going to have to see how Kasva reacts to this, because this dock is going to be going up and fishing ships are going to be coming out. So we're going to have to see how he decides to react to that. We'll take a look here at Beasty's base. Got lots of villagers on wood there. Makes sense. Going to be going for that water play. So we're on the map Cauldron here. As we can see, one little pond here in the middle. Lots of mountains around the edges as well. So this map is a little bit smaller than others. We are going to be seeing this map, I do believe, in the Red Bull Wallow Legacy. So definitely a map to look out for. And we can see Kasva is going to be opening up with a barracks on his Uvu here. Interesting decision. So maybe he looks to... because I don't think he's going to be able to take out this dock. Because these fishing ships, they don't do a ton of damage, but they're going to do enough damage to take out a villager or two that are building an outpost. Or even take out some spearmen that are going to be burning down the dock. However, maybe Kasva looks to try and tower rush BeastyQT's base. Because we can see Beasty's wood lines right here are both forward. I mean, it seems to be the way this map spawns, because we can see Kasva's have spawned forward as well. Which means Kasva can get up a tower like here, and then he's going to be securing up both of these wood lines. And that's when Beasty could be in some trouble, because there's no wood nearby. He's got some straggler trees here, but he'd have to move out quite far for any other wood. And that could shut down Beasty's water completely. So you can see those two spearmen are on the way. We're going to have to see if Kasva pulls a villager with this as well. Still doing a little bit of exploring with that girl right there. So spearmen going to be pushing forward for Kasva now. 3 fishing ships are out for Beasty, so it's going to be very tricky for Kasva to try and push Beasty off water at this point. So yeah, it seems like he's going to be walking right past and going for the base of Beasty. You can see Beasty's got a nice little gold mine here in the back of the base. Definitely got a fortunate spawn there, because if this was forward, Beasty could be in a bit of a rough spot when it comes to gold, because we can see he's only on 100 gold at the moment, as he's been gathering other resources for his fishing economy. Villager now being pulled as well for Kasva. 2 more spearmen on the way as well. Stop production for the minute. And we're going to have to see where he decides to go for this tower. So he's moving around to the south of Beasty's base, which is an interesting position. I've got to say, there's not a lot behind there. Now the question is, can he walk past it? I think he can just about walk past here without being caught by the town center fire. That might be what he looks to do here. He is going to be spotted out though. We take a look at Beasty's line of sight. He will be able to spot it. However, I don't think the town center can quite reach those spearmen. So we can see here, Kasva's trying to go for this tower here. Spearmen have been on stand ground, so he can manage to get that tower there. But I think a fishing boat might be able to reach this. It can. Kasva might be losing a villager here. Needs to pull it away. Tower gets cancelled, and this is why it's so tricky to go for a tower placement on the dock here. And even if that tower does go up, it's not going to be denying too much, because Beasty can just move these fishing ships just over here. And then they'll be able to heal up with any sort of shots that they get taken when they're returning to drop off any food. So interesting decision here by Kasva to be going for that tower placement over here. We see villagers going to be pulled as well. Another shot goes off onto the spearman here. More fishing ships are being pulled by Beasty. We can see not that much damage gets done to the villager here. To the spearman, sorry, but there's still enough for it to be denied. And Kasva's villager is going to be going down here. The villager, both villagers, 1 HP and 2 HP. Both on 1 HP right now. Kasva's, it gets saved. It gets saved. Beasties goes down. Kasva, 1 HP clutch right there. I think Beasty should be able to... Oh, it's going to be a close one. Oh, I do apologize for that. Fishing ship's going to be taking their shots off onto the spearman again. And if I was Beasty, I'd be sacrificing a scout. Just charge in for the villager. Villager is going to... Is Beasty going to let this outpost go up? Right now, Kasva's just got his spearman on stand ground. And the tower is going to be going up. Wow. Kasva with the 1 HP villager clutch right there. And now this is going to be a problem for Beasty. Look how much damage 5 spearmen do inside of this outpost. Fortunately for Beasty, he can just send his villagers out here. But this is the next problem for Beasty. Dock being dropped for Kasva as well. So these fishing ships should be able to return their food. Yeah, there it is. So they're going to be alright doing that. So, and this was the problem for Kasva in the first position. He wouldn't be able to kill many fishing ships. And now getting up this dock is going to be very tricky with this fishing ship here. So we're going to have to see if Kasva is able to try and do that. However, age-ups have come through from both of these players here. Kasva going to be aging up with the deer stones. We're going to have to see if he adds in some more production soon as well. Beasty, on the other hand, going to be going up with the Dome of the Faith. He's already got his 2 mosques up. Sanctity coming in as well. We can see that there are 3 sacred sites on this map, and he's got a pretty decent spawn here. I mean, I say that Kasva has got a tower plonked right next to this sacred site, so Kasva really making use of this tower right here. Arrow slits coming in there as well. So Beasty might be able to capture a sacred site or 2. We're going to have to see. And we can just see the fishing ship gets destroyed right there. Beasty... That's going to be another one. Ooh, almost going down there. Almost going down there. And this 1 HP villager's just been doing so much work. That's going to be another fishing ship going down right there. There it goes. BeastyQT only got 4 fishing ships left. So many resources have been invested into water here. Another fishing ship jumps out. Ooh, that was so close. Did it go down? No, it didn't. He hopped it outside of the... Yeah. Beasty's trying to get a pick off here. Just keeps on garrisoning inside. Kasva's... What? It shot its arrows and then... How is this villager still alive? It can dodge arrows? Since when can you dodge arrows from Delhi ships? That's a thing? Kasva going absolutely crazy right now with this villager. This dock might be going up. We can see him dodging those arrows. That is absolutely crazy. I did not know you could dodge arrows from ships, because you can't do that with archers or crossbow or whatever, but you can from ship arrows. Kasva's managed to get up the dock. Arrow slit's going to be coming through on that dock as well. Kasva playing like a madman right now. The villager's going to be returning home. This villager is going to be praised for what it's been doing out there. 1 HP as well. Wow. And behind this, Kasva's going to be dropping a few outposts in the base as well. Probably aware of Beasty. He may be raiding with some horsemen, but it seems like Beasty's going for the quite heavy archer approach. We do see a couple horsemen now coming out for him. We can see here, spearmen are going to be pulled now as well. Arrow slits in from Kasva. We can see how far that range is. Wow. Demo ship in the queue though for Beasty. Is this going to get up in time? I don't think it is. All fishing ships have now gone down by Beasty. Didn't even bother trying to stick him inside of the dock here. Demo ship is going to be coming out. Might be able to do some decent damage here onto the spearman. Here it comes. Is it going to do it? Oh, Beasty not paying attention there. It's going to blow up. Does a little bit of damage there onto the dock. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. I feel like Beasty's just wasting resources at this point. Now taking a bit of a different approach, trying to capture up these sacred sites. He's trying to capture up this one for the moment. These two are going to be tricky to take. Beasty might be able to capture this one up, but very close to all of this here. This one, Beasty should be able to capture up with relative ease, but look at what we've got coming behind this from Kasva. It's going to be the step redoubt. 12 villagers on that landmark right there. Barracks is being dropped as well, so maybe Kasva looks to go into some men-at-arms here. Maybe even some lancers. Wouldn't be surprised to see those as well. And the dock from BeastyQT is going to be going down. Kasva playing absolutely crazy here today. Another barracks coming down. Yes, it's got to be men-at-arms, right? We see Kasva's macro right here looking very, very heavy on the food front. So that does usually indicate the men-at-arm approach. Another sacred site trying to be captured up here from Beastie. He's still not captured any of them though, which means he is going to be very far behind any sort of age up. We see there Kasva has just aged up. So it's going to take a while for Beastie to capture up the sacred sites. There we go. The first one is now being claimed. Wouldn't be surprised to see this scholar moving out any second now as well. Tower here doing a nice little bit of damage onto the scholar, almost taking that one down. We'll take a look at the villager population right now. Kasva is ahead by 3 villagers, and that is down to these 3 fishing ships. Saying that, there's a light junk in there as well. Going to be helping out here. It's going to be quite tricky here for Beastie to try and push this. I mean, the light junk's actually doing so much work right now. Look at that. Arrow slits on the back line here as well from the tower with the 3 spearmen inside. 2 scholars are on the back line though for Beastie. He's going to be able to heal up these guys. So Kasva might be losing his water here. We're going to have to see. Wouldn't be surprised to see a war junk in the queue for Kasva. Going to help out defending this water. And Beastie's now going to be capturing up that 3rd sacred site as well. So Beastie's he's not in a terrible position right now. He's captured all 3 sacred sites. It's going to be a nice little bit of gold income for him right there. However, Kasva is an age ahead, and we can see a look at the men-at-arms that are running out right now. Kasva's also grabbed his +1 range defense, which is going to be really handy up against raiding Beastie here. Wouldn't be surprised to see Beastie try and capture up these sacred sites as well. You can see Spearman there just slowly burning down this palisade wall. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that Spearman sit on top of that sacred site. Kasva doesn't have the mass quite yet to be able to take this, especially with the scholars there. A couple men-at-arms are going to be caught off guard here though. And Kasva needs to be careful. He's going to pull back. He's going to get that light junk's assistance. I feel like Kasva, he really needs like a war junk right now on this pond, and it's going to really help out capturing up this sacred site, because sure, light junk does some pretty decent area of effect damage, but you really need that individual springled shot, which might be able to try and target out those scholars. We see the 1st sacred site is going to be denied from Beastie. The 2nd range defense is coming in now from Kasva. He realizes that Beastie's army consists of primarily archers and horsemen. You can see there the archers do a pretty decent job at kiting at the moment, but as soon as this upgrade comes in here, Kasva's going to be in a little bit... Beastie's going to be in a little bit of a sticky situation. And we can see the men-at-arm mass is really starting to grow here. Look at this. Constant men-at-arm production right now. 2 sacred sites still for Beastie. The 2nd range defense upgrade is going to come in any second now. There it is. Siege engineering coming in as well behind this. And Beastie going to be in some trouble here. I mean, Kasva, it looks pretty bad for Kasva, but these guys are super tanky. He's got +1 melee defense there as well. Or +1 attack, sorry. Melee attack. And this is pretty good for Kasva. Beastie has got these scholars on the back line. 7 scholars here. So they're going to be helping out quite a bit. So maybe not as good for Kasva as he hoped. Would have been nice to have that light junk on the back line as well helping out. However, still pretty decent for Kasva here. I mean, look at Beastie's army. All of those horsemen have gone down, and horsemen are quite an expensive unit when it comes to the food front. Beastie is going to age up behind this though. We can see where's that landmark. It is going to be the compound of the defender right there. Going to be able to get those cheaper keeps. And we can see the men-at-arms doing so much damage right now. And 7 men-at-arms still left here. I mean, that's a lot of men-at-arms that have gone down. But we can see behind this, Kasva is going to be taking these sacred sites. We see a villager over here as well, going to be trying to build a bit of an I mean, I'm not sure what this outpost is really achieving. I guess he's going to take the sacred site after that. We hear relics are going to be picked up as well. Kasva actually taking those. I thought that would be Beastie right there, considering he is the daily player with all of his scholars. You see that the shaman is going to be moving out now. And Kasva's looking in a very decent position right now. He's still got the eco advantage as he is on the water. And he's going to be grabbing the relics behind this as well. Going to be looking in a really, really nice position. Yeah, lots of trading. What's being traded right now? Who was just trading there? Zach? Oh, I think it might have been Kasva. I think he was buying some wood there for a 2nd town center. So looking to try and expand this villager lead even more. And I wouldn't say the Mongols got buffed in this practice build. However, every other civilization got nerfed because of the town centers. So all town centers cost an extra 50 stone. However, the Mongols' town centers cost only wood. And they didn't get changed at all. So really nice for the Mongols there. Going to be able to get that second town center. And then we also see Kasva is going to be capturing up the sacred sites for himself as well. Still very heavy on the men-at-arm production. We see Kasva, Beasty, sorry, is going to be adding in some crossbow at the moment. Only 4 at the moment, so not going to be doing too much there. We see the light junk on the back line going to be trying to take some shots off. Taking a lot of damage right there, though. Demo ship in the queue here as well. Odd decision there from Kasva. Maybe if BC's army does come nearby, he might be able to get a nice shot up. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Shaman here going to be healing up those men-at-arms. Going to be doing a nice job there. I mean, these are very tanky units, so always when you have the ability to heal them up, you may as well. Expensive unit. New Uvu is going to be placed for Kasva right there. Crossbow of his own coming out now as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see some siege coming out of Kasva soon as well. Because, I mean, look at Beastie's army right now. This is the perfect composition for a mangonel. We see Beastie's going for a bit of a quick wall here, trying to secure himself up that sacred site. However, I don't think it's going to be doing too much here. A little bit hopeful there from Beastie, I think. Light Junk going to take some nice shots off there as well. Lancers starting to make their way onto the battlefield for Beastie as well as men-at-arms. Interesting choice here by Beastie. Kasva has already preemptively made some crossbow here, so they're not going to be doing too much. Step Redoubt going to be relocated over here as well onto the larger gold mine. Lancers and horsemen over here for Beastie. Going to be trying to do a little bit of raiding. Are going to be chased down by these veteran spearmen though. We do see all 5 relics are in for Kasva right now. We take a look down here. We can see all 5 are in for Kasva. So he's really got the villager advantage right now. I mean, look at the economic units. He's ahead by 10 at the moment. And I think that is reflected in those fishing ships. And he's also on 2 town centers now as well. Whereas we can see Beastie still on the 1. Keep drop is going to be coming through from Beastie though. We see lots of damage being done right there onto the archers. And is this keep drop going to be successful? I mean, Kasva, it looks like he doesn't want to try contest it. I feel like he could, because keeps have been nerfed as well as town centers. These guys take quite a while to build. They take, I think it's an extra 30 seconds longer, same as the town center, to build. And you can see, look how long it takes to build. Pretty long time. And we see Kasva now going to be trying to push through here onto this sacred site, trying to deny them from Beastie as much as possible. He wants to keep that eco advantage, and denying the sacred sites from Beastie is definitely going to be one of those ways of retaining that villager or the economic advantage. Keep is going to be successful right there for Beastie. Moss going to be dropped down behind us as well for that Wi-Fi, so we can get those upgrades in a little bit faster as well. Traction Trebuchet is under construction, so it seems like Kasva has grabbed his advanced siege engineering in. And this... Uh-oh. Does Kasva realize... Ooh, Kasva deleting that keep. He knows that the Traction Trebuchet is here. And Kasva finding it tricky right now to think about where this keep is going to be placed. Kasva needs to be careful. That might be a throwaway of a Traction Trebuchet. You can see crossbow going to be moving forward now, and surprised there's still no mangonel out from Beastie. He's setting up quite a few keeps on the back line here, so he's definitely... Beastie's definitely looking to hold her. However, Kasva, he's taking shots off onto the keep. Lots of damage being done there, the extra damage. But lots of crossbow in here for Beastie. We see how many crossbow in there. 13 crossbow. They're going to be doing really, really good damage up against those men-at-arms. Kasva desperately needs a mangonel here on the back line. And this is where things could start to change for Kasva. Beastie's starting to look... He's starting to fortify up this position. He's not that far behind in eco. But Kasva desperately needs some sort of mangonel, and Beastie doing some good raids here. Taking a couple hits right there. Lancers are going to be slowly picked off though. And Beastie looking to push on the front line here again as well. We do have a demo ship and light junk on the back line is here. Not exactly sure what they're up to. And Villagers now going to be pulled for Beasty. It's going to be a keep drop over here. Beasty looking not in a bad position here. I mean, Kasva is kind of being pushed off the... his eco's kind of in a little bit of a shambles right now. The constant raids from Beasty is definitely not helping him. But Kasva does still own the water. And I'm surprised Beasty hasn't tried to go for a keep drop yet on the water here. I mean, stick one right here. Or even like... I mean, that's probably the only spot you could go for. Maybe here. And then Kasva's not going to be in such a good position on that water. Spearmen are going to be pushing the Lancers away from Beasty. And has Kasva not spotted this? Let's take a look at his perspective right now. He does spot it. He does spot it. But he doesn't... Maybe he's just not looking over in that direction. Because this keep is going to be going up any second now. Kasva desperately needs to try and take this down before it causes too much damage. Because... we can see here, all of Kasva's production is in the way here. And the keep is going to be taking shots onto those crossbow. We can see there. It's a really good keep drop by Beasty right there. However, mangonels are out for Kasva. And this is what Kasva needed this whole time up against Beasty's composition. 2 siege workshops are going to be dropped for Beasty now as well. Looking to probably make some springles in response to this mass siege coming out from Kasva. Ships over here still having a little bit of a party here. Sacred sites are going to be denied from Beasty. Still got 2 of them. And I feel like Kasva could have quite easily have taken this. You know, just send like 1 or 2 men-at-arms or spearmen up there. Slowly burn it down, but maybe he did attempt that earlier. We can see now Kasva is going to be pushed off this water. Kasva is making quite a villager lead now as well. He has been on the 2 TCs for quite a while compared to the 1 coming out from Beasty. So the water's not going to be as much of an important aspect for Kasva. However, it's always nice to have. We can see he's still got 6 fishing ships there. 4 counterweight trebuchets have made their way onto the battlefield here. Going to be taking down this keep. Beasty's villagers here on the backline as well. Eating some of those berries. And Kasva's army still looking pretty decent here. He's got the military and eco lead at the moment. We can see his army value is quite a bit higher than Beasty's. Currently ahead by around 4,000 in resource count. So you can see here, Beasty's army mainly consists of ranged units, crossbows. He's got a couple of springles in there as well. We're about to get the 3rd one out. And a 4th one. Oh, sorry. That's greased axles there as well. Looking to get that increased movement speed. But Kasva looks to get out springles as well. You can see he's already got 4. And he should be able to... if he can trade out those springles pretty effectively, he should be looking in a decent position to let these mangonels do the rest of the work onto the army. You can see here, mangonels going to be taking their first shots off onto the knights. Unfortunately, not the best unit to be targeting there, but a nice shot is always worth it. We see here villagers for Beasty going to be going down. Beasty currently, what's that, 32 villagers behind at the moment, or eco units behind, which is not in the spot he wants to be in. He has got 2 sacred sites, but they don't really make up for that difference. So we can see Kasva in the lead in so many ways at the moment. Two keeps still remain for Beasty. However, I'm not sure how long they're going to last for. We can see 4 trebuchets here going to be taking down this keep. Boiling oil still not in for Beasty either. And there's no sort of emplacements in these anyway. So, counterweight trebuchet coming out from Beasty. Looking to try and deal with some of these towers. We can see Beasty. 4 springles going to be moving forward. 4 springles out for Kasva. Spearman on the front line going to be able to deal with these horsemen. Crossbow on the back line as well for Kasva. He needs to get those mangonels up a little bit closer. He needs to try and take out as much of these ranged units as he possibly can. Springled straight out really well there for Beasty. He's got the better siege micro right there. But Kasva's still got 3 mangonels. Kasva, pull forward these mangonels. You only need a couple good shots off onto these ranged units, and you'll be in such a good position. We can see But the traction trebuchets on the back line, taking down the next keep here. Springles are going to be able to get off a nice little shot there. And now it's Archer, crossbow versus crossbow here for these two players. And Kasva's still looking very, very decent here. Starting to push back on Beastie here. And we can see the siege mass still remains for Kasva. And he's got the eco advantage now, so we can just see the amount of reinforcements coming through from Kasva compared to Beastie is definitely starting to show. Trebuchet is starting to take down quite a lot of the building here for Kasva. However, I don't think it's that important compared to how much Beastie's already lost from these keeps. And Kasva, he doesn't seem to like to push forward with his siege. Likes to just sort of sit back with them. Compared to... you can see Beastie not looking too good now. His reinforcements just aren't sufficient enough. And once these Springles go down, hopefully Kasva will pull these guys forward. I mean... And we can see so many keep drops coming through from Beastie. Sorry, I do apologize. Didn't see these two keeps over here. But Kasva is now going to be dealing with those. We can see on the front line here. Beastie's lost all of his siege. All the Springles gone down. The trebuchet. And now please, Kasva, please pull the mangonels. Please pull the mangonels. Come on. It doesn't matter though. GG gets called. Kasva going to be taking the first game from BeastyQT in this best of 3. If you did enjoy this, guys, please do feel free to leave a like, and I'll catch you guys for game number 2.